in any new house you're always trying to like work out where everything should go. And that's like my dilemma right now. Like I'm not even sure this is going to be my forever view shot, but we're working with it now. Hey guys, welcome back to Goldilocks Original. I am Rose, as you should know by now. Or if you don't, hello, I am Rose and welcome back. Oh god, so the last few months have been insane. If you've watched my previous video before that I hopefully made before publishing this video, you would know that I've recently moved, and if you follow me on Instagram you already knew that anyway, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you doing with your life? Follow me right now. Yeah, I've recently moved location. My room is still being put together, like it's like put together, but like I'm still like trying to like organize things, trying to figure out where, if I should move things and everything like that. And yeah, so long story short, I've moved location. I'm settling in okay. I start my new job on Monday, which would have probably happened by now, as you'll see in this video. So yeah, it's been really weird but also very nice. Like I moved to a nice place. I feel I'm starting to get very comfortable and comfortable enough to start filming again. And I'm filming for a particular reason today, which is Taylor has released a new album called Midnights, and obviously I need to listen to it. And this is going to be like a full-on authentic listening, because I haven't heard any of the songs yet because it was released last night. I was debating doing like a midnight filming so I could be there at the launch, like watching it, listening to it actually at midnight instead of the day. But I'm trying to get into a good sleeping pattern right now because my new job starts, like I said, Monday, and it's going to be early start, so I'm trying to get to myself to bed early and have like full nights at the moment, so I didn't really want to mess that up, so we're listening to it at the day. I'm dressed in blue though and have blue eyeshadow on to reflect midnight, even though this isn't really like a midnight colour. Just a little side note, I don't know how my face looks on this video, because when I was like trying to like figure out like the focus and everything like that, my face came out really orange, and it doesn't look orange like in the real life world, but in some reason the catcher's capturing it looking orange. So either I put too much makeup on for the camera, which doesn't look like I have in the mirror behind the camera, because just to keep an eye on that it's still filming, or the camera's just not like used to me having a tanned face, because as you know, I've gotten back from America like 2 months ago now, and I still have a bit of a tan from it, and my camera's just like, we're used to you being pale. we're used to you being a pasty British person. So if my face looks a bit weird, that's why. But hopefully in the editing it doesn't look as bad as what the camera's making it out to be. So yes, we're going to be listening to Midnights as per usual, just so that this video isn't like goes on forever. I am splitting this into 2 parts, and funny story, I thought there was 13 songs on this album, but then my friend informed me there's a 3 AM version with 7 other songs, so there are 20 songs in total, which Taylor, I love you, and I probably love all these new songs that you provided us, but at the same time it makes filming it so hard because I thought I was going to be filming this for at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Probably going to be filming this for about 3 hours now, so yeah. I love it, but at the same time I'm like, Taylor. Also, another side note, I have a very stuffed up nose at the moment. I think it's just because of all the moving and like my body's just getting used to the new environment, so my nose is very stuffy, so if you hear me go like all the time, that's why. I'm not dying, I'm just my body's just like, okay. But yes, without further ado, we'll go straight into reacting the album, my first full authentic reaction. And like I said, it's going to be split into 2 parts. So I'll listen to the first 10 albums on this video, the first 10 songs on this video, and then the next 10 songs on the next video. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Right, I've looked up the album on Apple Music, and I'm just like getting like the order in place. And the first song on the album is Lavender Haze, which I've got the lyrics up. I'm impressed with the internet sometimes, because this album's only been like live for like 10, 12 hours, and the lyrics are already up online. That's brilliant. Right, without further ado, let's listen to Lavender Haze. I really like the tune. Ooh. Okay, that was Lavender Haze, and I am actually like, I'm kind of in love with that song. Like, at first it was a bit slow, like it didn't get me like right away, but then as it got more into the song and the tune just started going with it so eloquently, like it was really good. And it's just like, yeah, like it wasn't like something that you could dance to in like the middle of the dance floor, but it was sort of something that you could sort of move to and be like, oh, okay. I really like the lyrics, like I said at the point, get it off your chest, get it off my desk. And like, again, Taylor's so good with this. She's very good with imagery, and like when you hear the phrase get it off your chest, you just like verbally saying something like getting something off your chest, and then they're like, okay, now get it off my desk. Like, I don't want to deal with it. So like, get it off your chest, say what you need to say, and then we're just gonna move on, get it off my desk sort of thing. So I really liked that. I really liked the song. I'm gonna score it out of 5, and I am gonna give it, I think it was a good way to start the album, so I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. That was really good. So next up is, let me just make sure it's right on the album on here, Maroon, and yes, it's right on there as well. Right. As the ad is going on, I'm putting on some socks because my feet are freezing. Again, I'm really impressed that a company's just gotten all the lyrics out within, probably because I'm just like really old now. It would probably take me some time to copy down the lyrics, but people are just really fast. So without further ado, let's listen to Maroon. Hold on. This is a very lyrical song. Okay, I'll read that text to you in a minute, but it's a funny text from my friend. And okay, back to the song. Like I said in my reaction, it's a very lyrical song. It's a song that you really have to pay attention to the lyrics, otherwise like you can't get what she's trying to say. And like, it's not right she's trying to say anything, but like the image that she's trying to put out, like for me it feels like 2 lovers who got so caught up in whatever relationship they had, whether it was just like friends with benefits or just like dating, that they didn't realise like they were falling in love with each other. and it's kind of like the woman's coming to that reaction, that realization of like, oh my god, I'm in love with this guy, like, and I don't even know if he feels the same way. Yeah, it, once again, she's got beautiful imagery, like when she said, the one I was dancing with in New York, I was like, I've been there. Like, I had like this, like, I've been there. And yeah, but I could still see, like, you know, the picture, like there was this like beautiful realization, but with a twinge of sadness, because she doesn't know how this other person feels about him, about her, and or him, you know, could be a same-sex thing. So yeah, I will give this a 5 out of 5 because, like, once again, like, the only down point you could have with it is that someone might not be paying it, like, reading the lyrics like I am right now with it. But if you listen to it a couple times and the lyrics just come softly into your head, you do get the same, I think you still get the same sort of vibe from it. So I'll give it a 5 out of 5. Taylor, you're having a great start. Like, 2 5 out of 5s right off the bat. Like, God. I think we all need to sit down. I just realised I'm sitting down. Right. Get away from that awkward spell. The next song that says on the playlist here is Anti-Hero. Also, just before I get onto that, my friend sent me a message about the album, and he's like, I'm 4 tracks in, and I can't help but feel like Taylor swearing on songs feels like she's a little kid who's finally allowed to say bad words. They don't feel natural, and that's what I'm not looking forward to with this album, because like, I saw on like Apple Music that there's a few songs that are explicit, and firstly, I don't mind swear words in songs, but when I was listening to Folklore and she swore on that, and I was like, bloody hell. Like, she's establishing she's an adult now. Which, go for her, but like, sometimes it's a bit weird hearing a swear word come from her. I'm like, shit. Without further ado, this is Anti-Hero. Oh my god. She's literally explaining me when I first became an adult. Ooh. Oh my gosh, she's freaking so many tunes. Just read it ahead. Right, that was Anti-Hero. I did not intend to laugh as much as I did, because it was, if you just what really got me was this, I had this dream that my daughter-in-law kills me for the money. She thinks I left them in the will. The family gathers around and reads it. And then someone screams, she's laughing at us from hell. It's hilarious. Okay, like, firstly, I thought this was sort of like I'm now a fresh adult story, and I'm starting to realise the issues that I'm having in my life, which you could spin it on that, I suppose, like, especially like in the beginning. Like, I can understand, because when I first became an official adult, I started to realise, okay, half of the shit that I'm having issues with is on me, and I need to start sorting that out. And then it got to my daughter-in-law part, and I was like, okay, this is a lot. And also, the other thing that gave it as a hint that it wasn't like about just being a fresh adult was like, did you hear my covert narcissism? I disguise it as an Orpheusm, like some kind of congressman. And I was like, okay, maybe that's not the idea I had in mind. So like, she keeps you on your toes in this one, and then it gets to that part and I'm just like laughing. I'm laughing to hell. Yeah, and I really liked it. I really liked the repeating quote lyric of "It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero," because like, I think we can all get that sometimes, like when we have this friend that, you know, we're always rooting for, but then they always like they're their own worst enemy in some sense, or when you're watching a character on a TV series or a film and they just keep fucking up even even though it's so clear of what is going on and what they can do, and what they can do to fix it, but they just ignore any advice and they just go back to like freaking it all out. So yeah, Taylor, you're getting another 5 out of 5 from me. Like, this song is really good. It just had me in giggles. Just because I was like, I think it wouldn't have had me in so much giggles if I was just listening to the song, but because I was reading along with the lyrics, I was just like... So yes, 5 out of 5 from me on Anti-Hero. So on the little full album on YouTube, they have the song Snow on the Beach, but unfortunately, like, it only shows me like 16 seconds of it, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I might need to get it up on a different window. So that's what I'm doing now. So Snow on the Beach, and this is also featured with Lana Del Rey, which is really cool. I really like Lana Del Rey, so that's going to be interesting to hear. So I'll just get it on. So again, I'm just impressed that everyone's got the lyrics up and ready for me to read. Right, without further ado, this is Snow on the Beach with Lana Del Rey. Oh my god. Oh, it's so weird hearing her swear. Till it's true. Okay, that was Snow on the Beach. I really liked it. I didn't 100% love it like the previous 3 tracks, because I might have to listen to it a few more times to understand the story that she's trying to get out. But I did really like the lyrics. I really liked the tune in the background, and I really liked how Lana Del Rey's and Taylor's voices like really go together really well. But I didn't like, and it had really good imagery as well. I really liked the line, "Life is emotionally abusive," which it is. Which it is, and it is really weird to hear Taylor swear. But, you know, I didn't get like the story that she was telling with it right way. And maybe there is no story, maybe it's just like, just sort of like describing life in general, which, you know, I you know, hasn't like 100% hit me what she's trying to say in that kind of aspect. Like, apart from the line I just said, life is emotionally abusive, which is true. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, just because it wasn't like to the same level of love that I had for the 3 previous tracks, but I still did love it. So yeah, that is my reaction to that song. And the next one on the album is, let me just double check. You're on Your Own, Kid. I never related more to a title than this one before. So let's get into it. Riding in my room, I play the songs in the parking lot. Oh. Ooh. Ah, I really like it. I actually really liked that one. I didn't, okay, like with the Snow on the Beach, I didn't get the song's meaning right away, because like I thought she was talking about a guy to begin with, and I think that's what it started off as. But as the song went on, it became more of a like, I'm gaining my independence song, and it kind of reminded me, well, it kind of reminded me of one of the reasons why I fell in love with Taylor was obviously her masters to her original albums were denied to be sold to her, and she had this like stupid battle over it, which, and at the end of the day, I think was kind of a blessing for Taylor Swift songs, because we got the re-recordings of the original two of the original albums, and we got like additional songs to it, so like it was sort of like a blessing in disguise. But I think it also like talks, she's also talking about like her progression in like the music industry, and how she's always done all these things even though when she didn't really want to or liked it. And she, like, there was this one line, like, I gave my blood, sweat, tears for this. I hosted parties and starved my body. We all know Taylor has a bit of a eating not a bit of one, has a bit of a eating you know what I mean, it has an eating disorder. Like, I'd be saved by the perfect kiss. The jokes weren't funny, I took the money. And like that line there, that I was just like, God, imagine having to laugh at an unfunny joke just because these people will help you finance your career. And like that's what like really hit on the head for me. And like my friends from home don't know what to say, like they know that she's struggling with this. And then it reminded me of the part of the Miss Americana album where she goes through her journal of when she first wrote her songs, and then this lyrics came up on here saying, and I saw something that I can't take away because the pages were turned with bridges burned. And like that was kind of like the realization, okay, they've taken so much from me but they can't take away this one gift that I have. And like everything you lose you take, you step to take. And like even though she's lost a lot with like the rights to her masters and everything like that, she also gained a lot. Like she's been able to record those albums and even put like additional songs on those albums that no one ever heard of before. And you know, that's how I saw it. And it was just such a strong thing to end the song on, and I really liked that. And like I really like the quote, "You're on your own, kid." And unfortunately, like there are going to be people who have your back, there's going to be people who will support you, but at the end of the day you have to make the choices of your life on your own. You have to decide what you stand for, what you want the world to see you as, and you are on your own. And she portrayed that in such a beautiful, eloquent way, but it also hit in so many ways in the gut. So yeah, that was really good. I'm gonna, as you can probably tell, this is probably actually my favourite song on the album so far. Like this one and Anti-Hero maybe. So I'm gonna give the song a 5 out of 5. So yeah, we're gonna go on to the next one now before I go on to another passion-filled rant about the song, because I actually really love it. And the next song on here, like I'm always double checking because I remember when I'd done the Fearless album, or if it was either the Fearless album Taylor's version or the Red Taylor's version album, where the playlist that I had on YouTube switched the numbers around. Like they switched songs around that weren't actually like what it was on the actual official album, so I'm always double checking now. And the next one is Midnight Rain, and it says correctly on here Midnight Rain. So we're gonna get that up. We're on number 6 now, so we've got like 3 more songs after this one. That's cool. Right, let me just rewind that. Midnight Rain. I keep saying I'm impressed that everyone's got the lyrics up. I just feel so old anytime I say that, but it's true. I'm just so impressed. Right. Let's get into it. Midnight Rain. Is there any features on this one? Because it never actually clearly says if there's a feature on it. Didn't even know there was a feature with Lana Del Rey. Can never pronounce names, can I? Right, let's just get on here. Ooh. Like, where did this come from? Oh my god. Like, I really liked that one. Like, I don't think there was a story to it so much. It was more just like saying, describing what a relationship between 2 people was and how different their goals and wants in life were. Like, the lyrics that really stuck with me is that he wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain. He wanted a bride, I was making my own name. And it's sort of like, he wanted like a comfortable family life, and she wanted the pain of making a good, cool life for herself, like one that she was like career focused, which isn't bad. Like, some people are just different that way. And, you know, I was making my own name was really stuck with me the most, because I was like, yeah, I get that feeling. Like, you just want to make your own name, and you don't really want, like, not to say like she didn't want kids or that picture of perfect family life, but she didn't want it at the same time or in the same way as he wanted it. And that was like sort of like the major conflict with their relationship, and probably why things fell apart. And I really liked the little, like, it was a different like voice she was using, and it was like kind of like a rappy thing, but it wasn't rap. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I never really had that in one of Taylor's songs, and that's why I kind of liked it, because it was so different from what I'm used to hearing from her. And yeah, I really liked it. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. Taylor, you're on the right track with me. Like, most of these songs are really, you've only gotten like 1 4 out of 5, and you know, that was just because I didn't get the story right away. Like, oh my god, I really like this one. Taylor, what are you doing to me, babe? Right. I feel like I have to move on, otherwise I'm just going to be talking about the song the entirety of the time. The next one is Question. Do not expect that swear word to come in. Ooh. Did you wish you one of your friends was making fun of you? Huh. Okay. Huh. Alright. I don't know if I like. Okay, firstly, like with the snow on the beach, I didn't fully get the story behind it. I thought I did, and then I was just like, oh, maybe not. And secondly, I didn't like the background tune to it. Like, I don't know, like, it just didn't feel right. Like, a part of me likes it still, but not like to the same extent I even like Snow on the Beach. Like, I feel like it will be like I have to listen to it a few more times than I would listen to Snow on the Beach to fully grasp what she's trying to say. Because I just kept, and anytime I kept like thinking, oh, maybe it's that, and then it just went on to something else, I was like, wait, what? So, I'm gonna leave it as a 3.5 for now. My rating might change over time, but for now it's gonna be a 3.5 out of 5, just because it was something that I had to really like think about, and then when I thought about it, I just felt like I was wrong, because then it hit, like, another sentence came in, and I was just like, wait, what? So yeah, I'm gonna leave it as a 3.5 out of 5, because I love Taylor, but like, just something wasn't, like, I don't know, like, sorry to anyone who liked that song, but my brain just didn't get it. Right, it's Vigilante Shit now. Taylor, I'm not used to you swearing. Oh, ooh, I like that opening. Ooh. Ooh, it feels like a villain song. Ooh. Oh, yes. Don't get sad, get even. That was perfect. Oh my god, I love it. This is my favourite song. Like, this is it. If the album ended there, I was like, perfect, brilliant. I love this song. It's so short, like from lyrical wise, like I can see on the screen. It's short, but it doesn't need to be any longer. It's perfect. Honestly, my favourite line was obviously, I don't dress for women, I don't dress for men. Lately I've been dressing for revenge. Fantastic. Mwah, Taylor. Oh my god, this is perfect. I love it. I just love it. I just love it. 5 out of 5. If I can give it 10 out of 5, that would be brilliant, but that's not really logistically correct. So 5 out of 5. I love this song. This is probably my favourite one. Brilliant. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. 5 out of 5. Just love it. Just love it. Like, honestly, brilliant. Taylor, where has this song been? Okay, I'm gonna move on because I'm just gonna literally gush over this song otherwise. And the next one is Bejeweled. I've never seen that word before. Bejeweled. Like jeweled, but bejeweled? How do you pronounce that? Hopefully Taylor will tell me in the song. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Okay, I liked it. I loved it. First of all, I did love it. Probably not to the same extent I've loved Vigilante Shit. But I quite like the opening part of it when it says putting someone first only works when you're in their top 5. And by the way, I'm going out tonight. I'm just like, by the way, I'm going out tonight. Bye. And then I also like the line, and when I meet the band, they ask, do you have a man? And I could still say, I don't remember. Just so much sass in this song, honestly. But I really did like it. Probably not to the same extent as my 5 out of 5 ratings on the couple of songs that I have listened to. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. And yeah, I still loved it, but just not to the same extent. And I really just found like a lot of amusement with those lines. I was like, sass in this song. Right. The next song is, I think it's, how do you pronounce this word? Because I see it all the time. Lady Riff. Really, Laby Riff. No. I'm dyslexic. Labyrinth. We'll go for that. Hopefully Taylor will tell me in the song again. So I'm just going to get the song up and get the lyrics up, and then I'll end the part after the song, after I give my thoughts and opinions on the song. So let's just get into it. I'm just taking forever to load. Alright, this is Labyrinth. I'm tired. Love you, Taylor, but I'm just a little bit tired today. Right, let's just get on to it. Labyrinth. Right, that was Labyrinth. I did love it, but it's one of those songs like I always feel awkward about. Like, I have been in relationships and I have loved people, and I've been in what appears to be in love. But like as you get older, you kind of like look at those relationships very differently. Like I'm not saying that I wasn't in love with those people, because I was, but it wasn't in a way where, and I did experience heartbreak when we broke up, but it's really difficult to explain. Because when I listen to sometimes when I listen to love songs and heartbreak, obviously I have experienced those two things, but not in the way some people sometimes describe love in songs, and it just makes me feel a bit awkward sometimes. And from the story that she's getting to is that it kind of reminds me of Midnight Rain. Like the story was that she's like not expected to fall in love with this person that she's with, but she has, and she's like, oh no, I've fallen in love, this was not a part of the plan. I think with Midnight Rain it was more like a more of a poppy feel to it, but this one is more of a like, there's like a tragedy to her falling in love because now she can never see him in the way that she did before because she's in love with him, and there's some heartbreak to that. She knows that the guy doesn't return her affections, or I don't know, there's like kind of like a breakdown, like, oh god, I'm in love with this guy but I can't have him. And I actually kind of get that emotion, but it's really complicated to explain. Like, with this one, it's, oh, I'm in love with this person, I can't really have him because of X, Y, and Z. Whereas with me, I couldn't have them, not because of X, Y, and Z, but I couldn't have him because this love that we feel for each other, it's not a healthy love, if that makes any sense. And so when I listen to these type of songs sometimes, it gives me pause and it just makes me a little bit uncomfortable. It's still, can I just say, I do love this song. But obviously, like, listening to these kind of songs sometimes, it just makes me like reflect on my own previous relationships and how I see how I was in love with them. And yeah, like, I think that's what songs do to you sometimes. It makes you, help you reflect on things. It helps you open up in ways that you don't really want to open up, but it kind of like helps you open up in that kind of way. So I am going to give this song a 5 out of 5. Even though it made me a little bit uncomfortable because I'm just like, I'm reading this and I can't relate to 100% of what she's saying. But I do really loved it, and I do like the tune of it, and the lyrics really fit in with it. And like, my favourite lines were like at the beginning when she said, breathe in, breathe through, breathe deep, breathe out, and then she changes it to break up, break free, break through, break down. I really liked that like transition there, and yeah, I really did like it. So I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. So a great way to end this part of this reaction. The next part will be the next 10 albums from the Midnight's Free M version, which isn't the original album, but it's the one with the additional songs on it. That sounds so complicated. But yeah, I'm going to be reacting to that in the next video, so stay tuned and I'll speak to you guys in a bit. Bye!